Now here's Pastor Charlie with today's bread.
Well, howdy, and welcome to Monday's edition of Today's Bread. Now, have you ever been excited about something God promised, only to let fear start talking louder than your faith? Well, that's exactly what happened to the people of Israel, and it's a lesson we still need today. This week's theme is Following the Lord Wholeheartedly, and today's message is Trusting God Against All Odds. Our scripture comes from Numbers chapter 13, verses 1 and 2, and also verses 25 through 29. The Israelites had finally arrived at the edge of the promised land. God instructed Moses to send 12 leaders, one from each tribe, to explore the land before they entered it. For 40 days they traveled throughout Canaan. When they returned, they brought back evidence that God's promise was true. The land was incredibly fruitful, just as God had said. Everything looked exactly as He had promised. But then one little word changed everything. But. Instead of focusing on God's promise, 10 of the spies focused on the obstacles. Yes, the cities were fortified. Yes, the people were strong. But they forgot something greater. God had already promised them the victory. It's easy to do the same thing. We celebrate God's promises until we see the obstacles. Then our yes, Lord, becomes but, Lord. Faith doesn't ignore the challenges. It simply believes that God is bigger than the challenges. When we keep our eyes on Him instead of our circumstances, we can trust Him against all odds. So thanks for joining us today. Today's prayer focus for America is to pray for strong marriages and families and for protection against cultural forces that seek to dismantle God's design for the family. Now remember, Jesus is coming back soon. Monday's blessing, here it comes. I bless your hands to serve and your feet to go wherever God sends you to help those in need. Now remember, it's just one day, one devotion, one step closer to Jesus. See you next time on Today's Bread.